And then notice this one last thing. This is the way to drive this into your heart. And if you forgot everything else that I said today, learn this. The text tells us that the man was bound at one time, but no one was able to bind him anymore. I think that's really significant. See, our reaction when we see sin in our life or in somebody else's life is to try to bind it, to try to enact more willpower, to try harder, to build in accountability, to do whatever we can to try to rid ourselves of that sin, or we try to do it to somebody else. They need more rules, more consequences. They need to feel bad about what they're doing. We tend to bind when we see sin. But Jesus doesn't. He doesn't bring down some divine bounds that can keep this man from ever doing anything evil again. Even the demons can't break Jesus' chains. No, he frees him. He lets him go. He takes his place, absorbs his sin, and lets him go free. And that may seem like the most counterintuitive thing ever. You're telling me that if I actually want to change, I have to stop trying to change? You're telling me that if I want that person to change, I have to stop trying to change them? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because that's what Jesus did. He absorbed the evil, and he let the other person go free. So if you're struggling against sin right now, let Jesus absorb the evil. Your years or weeks or months, multiple times of falling into whatever it is that is so self-destructive in your life, it is forgiven. Jesus absorbed it. He died for it. He cried out in pain from it, but then it was over. It was finished. You are free. Today you live with a completely clear slate, fully righteous in Jesus. And you might fail today, but Jesus died for that sin too. Only when you realize that sort of freedom that the gospel gives you will you be able to fight against any of Satan's temptations. And then as you think about how you deal with other people, rather than trying to bind them, to control them, to make their life look the way you want it to look, absorb their evil. Forgive them. And counterintuitively, you will find that that actually produces the greatest change in people. It may take time, but it's worth it. Because Jesus said it was worth it. So what are you possessed by? Pray that it's Jesus. Look to him to be the one who will take your evil and possess you to do what is good, what is right, what is self-sacrificial for others. God grant it. Amen.